Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny opens up to $60 million domestically. This is another flop this year from a movie that everybody thought was going to do really good. Now, The Flash had a ton of reasons why that movie wasn't going to do good, but Dial of Destiny should have done well. It's an Indiana Jones movie bringing back the classic characters. Not sure if this is a trend or just kind of one-off situations. Our next big premiere, and it should be crazy, is Oppenheimer and the Barbie movie, both premiering on the same exact day. And a lot of people, myself included, watching both back to back. Ending with the Barbie movie, we got to end on a high note. But I think that's our next big tentpole to show the strength of the theater system right now. Greta Gerwig is on fire right now. She's doing the Barbie movie. She's done a lot of other really good stuff. Well, Netflix just signed her on to direct and write 2 Narnia movies. Netflix is getting into the Narnia business, making it their next big fantasy adventure. Think like HBO's Game of Thrones and Amazon's Lord of the Rings. And Narnia has a lot to explore. But on a side note, if you're not following Greta's career, you really need to be. She should be a household name, and she will be very soon. Speaking of Netflix, HBO is launching a few of their shows over there. The first one's going to be Insecure, and then we're talking 6 Feet Under and True Bloods, all heading over there eventually. This is part of David Zaslav's new stance on not making HBO content as exclusive to the Max app. I can go into why that's an incredibly stupid idea, but I think everybody already has heard that 100 times. On our website, I linked off to a Deadline article that goes into everything that's moving over there and kind of the reasoning behind this. They do a very good job, but it's extensive, so I can't do it all here. On to video game news. Some Steam moderators are saying that Steam's actually pulling AI content. They're flagging it as, quote, fake or low quality, and the concerns really seem to be behind the copywriting problem. According to Ars Technica sources, this is a situation where they just want to play it safe until the AI copyright situation is firmly in the books. They're just going to make sure the content's not too prominent on the Steam app. On a side note, Steam summer sales going on right now. I've already picked up a few good deals. Go check it out. Daedalic Entertainment has laid off some of their employees due to the flop that is the Gollum game. These guys had a Lord of the Rings game in development after this, but after Gollum did so poorly, that game is put on pause and the studio seems to be shrinking. This is a shame because Lord of the Rings video games tend to be very good. I'm always touting that everybody should be playing Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. Hopefully the recent refocusing of the Lord of the Rings brand will bring back the air of quality in their games as well. Unfortunately, Niantic is also announcing 200 layoffs. This is part of their restructure of the company as they tighten up the ship a little bit, and a cancellation of a Marvel game that they were working on. This is the studio behind Pokemon Go, and after the wild success of that game, it kind of blew up and got really big, but then they had a Harry Potter flop. Some of the other games have not been performing well. We learned from the Xbox trial that this company is not really valued for the games that they make, but the technology that they have. And I think the company has a hard time kind of figuring out how to make that work. I hope they refocus on Pokemon Go. They have very loyal fans, but they need to listen to them, something they have not done in the past. On our YouTube channel, we had a whole long YouTube channel about Niantic, Pokemon Go, and accessibility, something that they're not focusing on. And lastly, Ark Survival Evolved Remaster has been delayed to October. If you're an Ark player, you understand that this game has always been a graphical nightmare. When it first released back when I played, the optimization just didn't exist. You'd fall through the terrain, dinosaurs would randomly fly up into the sky, so it makes sense that when you're trying to remaster that game, you'd run into these problems again. We also have Ark 2 in the works with Vin Diesel. If you forgot about that game, I forgot about it a few times already, but that's also in the works and should be out next year. But I suspect that'll be delayed as well.